So, do you go to other haunts to see what they're doing?
If I have time, the only times I usually get to is generally off season. I like visiting the ones in different states just to see what other people are doing. And, we've traveled to the Darkness, to Netherwood. I've seen 13th Gate, I've seen House of Shock, I've seen Guest Full House. I've seen a lot over the last decade, just on off-season events. We've gone through some of the other local shows randomly when they open their doors to us, but I don't get to see as many as I would like to. I try to keep up with the industry online, but, I try to keep up with the industry as a whole. That's what I'm more interested in, just the nation and how the industry is running.
Yeah, that's understandable. Because I was just curious, like on the insider point of it, like they're a big community of haunt owners, that get together and talk about what to do better, or, does it work like that, like some other things work, where you lean on somebody?
It depends on what city you're in. There's a couple haunted house owners here that we bounce stuff off. I talked to Jeff out at Scream Creek and Honeysuckle Hill. I talked with the Warners over at Devil's Dungeon and Haunted Hell. Even Ben and Stacy's Slaughterhouse, I've talked to them a couple times. So there's definitely a group of haunted house owners that want to bounce ideas off each other. And like anything, it's always competition. And even though it's friendly competition for the most part, you can't give away all your secrets.
No, you don't want to do that.
There's plenty of times where, hey, we were thinking about doing this. What do you think about that? Oh, yeah, that sounds like a pretty good idea. Me personally, I've even sold used props that don't quite fit into our theme. I've sold those to other haunted attractions. I've given them first dibs on them in the local community. Hey, do you guys want to buy this before I put it on the open market? The way I view it, I wanted all the haunted houses in the Nashville area to be as good as they possibly can be. I don't want someone to show up to a haunted house and pay 15, 20, 25, 30 bucks and feel like they got ripped off, and then they don't want to go to any more for that season. I want them to show up to a haunted house and be like, you know what, that was so awesome, let's go to another. And then they go to that one. Oh, wow, that one was good too. Let's go to another. That's my hope, is that they all can kind of get that, and I think that builds a strong market to where the greater community here in Nashville is like, you know what, it's almost Halloween season, we got to start making plans for each one of these attractions we're going to hit, instead of showing up to one and saying, oh man, we just got ripped off. Too often that happens in our industry. Even across the nation, I know of plenty that open up and they say, oh well, they're charging $20 a head, we can charge $20 a head in our first year, and that leaves a bad taste in the consumer's mouth, and sometimes that leaves a bad part in their wallet, because they make sales quickly out of the gate if they harm a product that should match that price point.
Yeah, that's definitely, like, you go to one and you pay X amount of dollars and it's just like, what? Then you feel like you threw away $20 and you don't want to go spend that $20 to $30 for the one that's top of the line, because you're like, well, is it top of the line?
Yeah, exactly. And that's one thing we kind of struggle with on pricing. We had somebody, female, come up to us last year, and she told me, she said, you're just way overpriced. And I said, okay, fill me in on how we're overpriced. And she said, well, it's $30 for your haunted house. I said, okay, well, first off, there's 2 haunted houses here. I said, so that's $15 per attraction, which is, about average for the Nashville market. I said, but if you go up to Halloween Express, you can get a $3 off coupon. So therefore, it was $27 for 2 attractions. That's $13.50 an attraction. You're not going to beat that price here for what we have. You're not going to get that anywhere in Tennessee. $13.50 per attraction for what we offer. And when I explained that to her, she said, you know what, that makes a lot of sense. I never thought of it that way. She said, I was just seeing these other attractions charging $15 and $20 and thinking you guys were way overpriced for the industry. So, that pricing, it's hard to deal with. It's hard to figure out a sweet point. But with what we pay our actors, what we pay in rent, and what we put back in our attractions, we feel like what we're offering is actually below market value. But I don't want to raise that either. I want to give our guests as much as they possibly can get for that dollar amount. So we're going to keep it at that price as long as we possibly can.
Yeah, I would pay more for y'all's attraction, because well worth it.
It is worth it. I mean, especially considering where we come from, a smaller town, and you're still paying $10 to get into a local haunt. If they don't have the special effects or the using teenagers, for their haunted house or their haunted woods and everything, but a lot of them have been around for, 15, 20 years, as long as I can remember, though. For the little smaller kids, usually, I mean, you know, it's scary, but not horrific.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, even if our electric bill with the air conditioning that we run, if people saw that, they would think that's scary enough for the property. So.
Oh, I can't imagine what it costs to even. I mean, but you're leasing this place out year round.
Yes.
So you're not just. I mean, it to me it's just like to be able, like you say, you're trying to get 5 things going, 5 attractions, or you know, going a year, and the lead, just the amount of money you're putting into it, you need it.
Yeah, it's definitely, you know, in order to keep some of our things rolling and to keep it going, because, you know, when we signed our new 10-year lease, our rent went up quite a bit. It's just the nature of the beast. It's going to happen. So, you know, we like to have these extra shows to keep, you know, to upgrade the property. You know, our property, believe it or not, our landlord was really kind to us outside. They just paved a good portion of it for us to help us out, to help keep our guests safe. We're very appreciative of that. And that was part of that 10-year lease. Like, hey, you know, we want to sign a 10-year lease, but we really need this parking lot paved, so they did that for us. And then we'll use these other shows, like I said, to upgrade the property, to make it better. You know, we want it to where our actors are, oh, man, they're taking care of us. We love being a part of Nashville Nightmare. We love being a part of this haunted house family over here. And, you know, a lot of these people, they come here, they just can't wait to get back on our property. You know, once we mentioned this zombie apocalypse event, you know, I think right now we looked and already something like 60 or 65 of our actors have already signed up to work it. So it is expensive, and that's why we do need small season shows. You know, the sales tax that we pay to the city is a huge portion, you know, but you got to do things correctly. You got to do things by the law. You don't want to get in trouble. So, you know, off-season shows help us out, helps our actors out. It gives us a little bit more freedom to have a little bit extra money to do some more cool things for the public for you guys to come and see. Yeah,
we're definitely excited. When Jim Jam over here told me about the zombie apocalypse, I was like, he told me, he's like, dude, we're going. I was like, we? Who's we? He's like, we are, me and you. I was like, hell yeah, awesome. You know, we're signing up. We're part of it.
I was ready to pay for the tickets last week, but
yeah, he's like, the tickets gonna sell last week, man. I ain't getting the email.
Then I looked and it said pre-sale goes on sale tomorrow, right?
Yep, tomorrow is when those tickets go on sale. I believe you can go ahead and sign up, and you get the right to buy those before they go on sale to the general public. Some of their past events, you know, the peak times that people want. Like I said, it's like a time ticketing thing. So you have to sign up for specific times. You just can't show up and walk in the door. You have to come at that allotted time. This is such a precise thing because you're scaling through this haunted house. It's not like you're going into a laser tag arena and just firing off. You're still walking a path. You're still going into dark areas. So we have to keep this very precise. It has to stay on time so we don't get a backup. And, you know, that's why you have to go online, get the tickets on there to make sure everything runs smoothly. But, yeah, I mean, we're hoping that it's another sellout. I think we're looking at trying to put about 500 to 600 people in per night is what we've allotted, that it can run smoothly. And once those tickets are gone, it's over. There will not be any more freed up. So you got to get them while they're hot.
Oh, yeah, well, as soon as I get the email tomorrow, I'm going to hide at work and find them. I'm getting them because I don't want to miss out on this.
Yeah. I checked in. I think I looked down at the Netherworld did it the week before us. They're doing it. And last I looked, they were already 90% sold out for their event. So I'm pretty sure these will go pretty quick. So
that's another thing I was thinking, like, if Netherworld got it and then y'all got the opportunity to get it, then that definitely shows that y'all are definitely one of the top haunts, I say, in the country.
You know, we've been labeled that, and you know, I've been to so many haunted attractions, and I think there's more than just having, you know, a good experience to make you a top haunted house in the country. I think it's how you handle your employees. I think it's how you operate your business. I think it's how you treat the public when they come in. I think there's a wide variety of things that put you in that top category. Nashville Nightmare, we actually won an award at the Trans World Trade Show this year. We were given the President's Award for Outstanding Service for a 5-year period, and we were very happy to receive that award. Not everybody gets nominated or even wins the award. We were very happy about that, and that proves that we've done an excellent job over our first 5 years here. We're going to keep doing that, and you know, hopefully we'll keep popping up on these top lists across the nation. We were on a couple of them last year. Hopefully we'll get on a couple more this year, and keep climbing that scale. You know, for us to be up there after 5 years is pretty impressive. see where we're at after 10 years,
Yeah. I'm glad we're able to help promote y'all. Like I said,
we appreciate anybody that's willing to help us and promote. We're 100% happy to have that support. You guys or some other local people that really pump us, and we appreciate that because our advertising dollars only go so far, and all the other promotions that come in can help out as well. And like I said, this is a business. We have to run it like a business, but we want to do stuff that the public just gets so pumped up about, and our fans get so pumped up about. Like, can you believe Nightmare just did that? I mean, that was insane.
Oh, yeah.
And, everybody's helping us promote that. Nashville is growing like crazy.
Oh,
so there's people moving here every day that have never even heard of Nashville Nightmare. Believe it or not, I've met somebody that lives literally down the street from Nightmare that had never been here and didn't even know there was a haunted house sitting on property. So it just goes to show that just a lot of people that still don't even know where we're at. So any promotion we can get from outside sources like you guys, awfully appreciate it.
And that's one of the things that, I started this by myself, and, Johnny come in with me, but I started this out for haunts and stuff, and then it gradually went into short films and all that, but mainly it was for haunts because I enjoyed haunts so much that I wanted to promote them. I wanted to get to know people in them. I just wanted to know everything I could about a haunt.
Mm-hmm. It's a very intriguing industry, and to meet a lot of the owners that I've met, it's very humbling to see where a lot of these people have come from. Some of them it's a hobby. Some of them it is their life. This is what we do. They couldn't survive without a haunted house. That's probably, I do a lot of other things, including the haunted house, but I could never see myself or the people that work for us. I don't think we could ever survive without being a part of a haunted house. And that's like some fans of haunted houses. Like, you guys are probably so into them. It's like they probably pop in your mind every single day, just like it does to us. And that's good. And it's good when you have good quality attractions around that you can be fans of or be a part of. And but man, this is really good to be a part of this haunted house.
Oh yeah, I've always looking for more haunts that are kind of do like y'all, have more shows through the year instead of just, I guess, a couple weeks in September and then all month of October. So yeah. I could definitely get pumped when I see on y'all social feeds a new event coming up or something. Oh man, I get excited.
Yeah, and hopefully next year, like I said, we'll have those coming about every 6 to 8 weeks. So, you don't have to wait too long to come back and visit our characters and our staff and the attractions that we're creating. We're already making plans for 2017 as it is. I mean, going through the buildings right now, we already know what's coming. We've got the 4 attractions we're going to do this year, but we already know what changes may be happening next year, and stuff like that, and planning ahead and giving our guests and our fans a little sneak peek in the future is what we've always done since year one, and we'll continue to do that.
Yeah, like I said, we're definitely looking forward to everything y'all got coming here on out.
Sure. Yeah, it'll be a fun season. Like I said, our pricing isn't going to change, even though we're adding on to the property. Our main building that had night terrors in it last year. We've squeezed out a little bit more square footage, and we're taking night terrors so far. And once night terror ends, it'll be a natural break point. Guests will be able to go right into Fairy Tale Hell. Fairy Tale Hell is a concept I've had ever since the Demon's Den days. We wanted to do it, and this year we were like, you know what? Let's just bite the bullet and let's put some fairy tale characters in here. Let's distort them. Let's rip the pages off those books and create something very grotesque. And some of these are going to be far off from what you might know of them. Right now, one of our guys has been working in the Big Bad Wolf scene. And let's just say he hates pigs. He hates pigs a lot, and our guests will know that.
Hell yeah.
So our main building, it'll be very fun, and you'll get those 2 attractions for $20, just like you got night terrors for $20. And on the other side of property, you'll have Horror High, the final exam. This will probably be the final year for Horror High. We'll probably retheme quite a bit of it next year. And then right past Horror High will be Industrial Undead, which during the season will be a 100% zombie attraction too. You're going to have to be evacuated from the city. You're going to go in, the military's going to be set up. Just like you're walking through a zombie store. You've got to survive, and it's going to be a pretty cool attraction. And like I said, you can get those 2 for $20 up there on the left. You can get these 2 for $20. You can get all 4 for $30. Same pricing we were last year, even though we're adding more characters, more set, more fun.
That sounds awesome. Of course, we'll definitely be there.
Oh yeah. We keep up with anything y'all do through social media and everything, which we'll definitely have everything for y'all social media in the description of this and on our site and everything.
That'll be great, and we'll just put that out there. If anybody knows, we're currently looking to expand next year. We've got our sights set on doing a big outdoor event. So if anybody has some really great property in the greater Middle Tennessee area, somewhere within 30 minutes of the center area of where Nightmare is, we've been talking and discussing, and we really want to conquer the outdoor element to this thing now. So we're looking at doing a big outdoor event. If anybody's got some really good land they'd like to lease or team up with, just have them email NashvilleNightmare@gmail.com and let us know.
All right. Hey, speaking of that, how far is Old Starwood from y'all?
Probably about 45 to 50 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, I was about to say, because I just rode by there the other day, and it just looks like a wasteland, so it looks like a perfect place for a haunt.
It is a wasteland. Much like anything else with Nashville government, you have to check zoning and make sure, generally most of these outdoor haunted house events, if we're in the Nashville area, they've got to be either commercial property or zoned AR2A or industrial, light industrial. So zoning does have to come into an issue if you're in the greater Nashville area. I don't know what the codes outside of Nashville are, but it's something that can always be looked at.
Yeah, I just thought about that when you said that, so that's why I brought it up. But I really appreciate you taking the time to join us on our podcast.
Well, we have no problem with that, and we're happy we could do it. And we're going to keep cranking and getting ready for this event. We've got Midwest Haunted Convention coming up next weekend. We've got to take a trailer up and load up a ton of props to bring back and cram those into the haunted house and keep making it better. And hopefully we'll learn some stuff at that show that we can use to benefit everybody down here.
Sounds awesome. Brad, we appreciate you being on, and we hope that we get to talk to you sometime soon.
Sure. Hey, I just want to make a quick shout-out real fast to all of our cast and crew over here at Nashville Nightmare. Everybody does a great job, and we appreciate everything you guys do, and we're ready to have everyone back for a good season.
Awesome. Definitely looking forward to it.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
That's all we got for today. We out.
Peace. Like, share, and subscribe. Bitches.